Well, a North Carolina florist is being hailed a hero this morning. On her way to work yesterday, Debbie Dills called the police after seeing Dylann Roof's car. Her tip led directly to the suspect's murder's capture. Joining us now is that woman, many calling her a hero. Debbie Dills, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Debbie, when you were driving, you remembered hearing something in the morning. What did you hear? Where did you hear it? And what did you see on the road?
Actually, watching Fox News, Fox and Friends. Yesterday morning, I had paid close attention, actually, the night before when I actually heard about the church shooting, and my heart went out to those people there. And I don't know why I paid closer attention. I'm calling it divine intervention. I believe God had a plan in it. And as I was driving to work, I was running late. I looked over and I seen the car and it looked familiar to me and I wondered why, and now as I look back over it's because of the pictures that I seen on the news. But I actually went past him and I seen the South Carolina tag on the back of it, and I seen the white tag on the front of his car, right, and the bowl haircut.
See, that was the key. Yesterday morning, we didn't know what to make of that hair. We thought maybe it was a disguise. It might have been a hairnet, but that was his actual haircut. So you pull alongside him, you realize, hey, that's him as you're driving down Highway 74. So what did you do?
Well, I got a little nervous. I'll be honest with you. I'm not a hero and I'm not brave. I got a little nervous, but I just started talking to the Lord about it, and then I got off, and I got off of the exit to come on into Kings Mountain, and I started thinking about it. What if it really was him? I wasn't sure it was him, and I didn't want to get anybody else in trouble or be overreacting. So I called my boss, and he said, well, we need to call somebody. And he got on the phone with the Kings Mountain Police, and he stayed on the phone with me, and he told me to go get back on the 74 bypass, and that's what I did, and I was able to catch up with him and get right behind him and get his tag number. And the Kings Mountain Police and the Shelby City Police caught him within a matter of minutes, and wow, it was him. So.
Well, yeah, it was, Debbie. I understand you went back on and you followed him for more miles. When you looked in the car and saw him, besides noticing the haircut, did this guy look nervous? Did he look as though he was on the run? Did anything strange occur to you?
No, he wasn't doing anything out of the ordinary. He just looked like a very young man. That, yeah.
Debbie, you are a hero. I know you're not saying you are one, but there was such unrest around the country after hearing that 9 people were killed by this man in a church while they were praying. Do you ask God, why me? Why here? Why me, God? Why am I the hero?
Oh, I'm not the hero. God's the hero. He just used me. If we are a willing vessel, he can use us, but we got to open up our hearts and our minds. And I don't know why he chose me, and he chose Todd, and he chose us to do this, but he's got to be glorified in all, in everything. And he's going to get the glory one way or the other. And I hope it's through me, and I hope he's pleased with me. I want him to be pleased with me more than anything else.
Well, Debbie, you know, the police caught him about 240 miles away from the shooting site in Charleston, South Carolina. He would have driven by hundreds, if not thousands of cars, but you were the one who actually picked up the phone and called your boss, Todd, and said, what should I do? It looks like, you know, I think you would say that God put you in the right place at the right time, wouldn't he?
Oh, he did, and that's how he is. That's the kind of God that I serve. That's my God, and he puts us where we need to be when we need to be.
Right. So Debbie, I know you've had a crazy 24 hours as we've talked about this. 14 hours after he kills 8, he kills 9. He ends up driving right by where you live. In the big picture right now, as you walked around, you're talking to people. What's the sense? What's the sense around the community, in your community where he was captured, and your sense in the region?
Well, the people here, my boss, my friends, my family, They're more concerned about the people in Charleston.
Yeah.
And that's where we feel like the focus needs to be, is on those people. And
Yeah, but
sorry.
a
That's
train is
okay,
going
Debbie.
by.
We still believe you're in the right place at the right time with us. We're thankful that you were listening yesterday and that you're
Choo-choo,
still
I can't hear 'em.
with us today. Hey,
right.
Debbie, you're a hero in so
I'm
many people's
sorry.
eyes. That's okay. You've already done what you need to do. That was an act of just grace and strength and bravery and obedience to your God. I think it's pretty incredible what you did yesterday. We all do, and we're thankful you joined us today.
Thank you, and I love Fox and Friends.
All right. Well, thank you very much for being one of the friends of Fox and Friends. Debbie Dills, the woman who
Thanks.
saw the killer in that Hyundai yesterday and called her boss, and he called the cops, and now the rest is history.
Right, and he is in jail.